In this video, I'm going to be teaching some of the core basics of Virtua Fighter when first learning to play the game. How offensive defense work, what advantage means, and one of the most important foundational concepts in the game, two-choice pressure, also known as Notaku. Before we hop into Notaku, I want to briefly go over the attack triangle that this game runs on. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube that already explain it way better than I can, so I'll try and make it short and sweet. For starters, guards and evades will always beat your attacks. Secondly, if you find that your opponent is evading or guarding too much, throws will beat it. Throws are done by pressing P plus G and a directional input, which is different across the cast. So, what happens when you start to guard and your opponent starts to grab you? You attack them. Two things to keep in mind about this attack triangle. First, no matter the startup of your attack, you will always beat an opponent's throw attempt. Secondly, although guarding and evading are useful against attacks, they do have their weaknesses. While standing guard beats highs and mids, they will lose to lows. If the opponent decides to crouch block your lows, they will get hit by mids. And although evading beats linear attacks, they do lose to circular attacks. So now that we've discussed the attack triangle, let's go over what to do when you have basic advantage. Basically, when you get advantage, you either want to fish for counter hit launchers or throw out grabs. Be aware though that at certain ranges the opponent can begin to fuzzy guard. I'll try and keep this section short and sweet since fuzzy guarding deserves a video entirely of its own. But essentially, if you are at -5 frames or below, you can press 3-3 and guard and avoid your opponent's attack and grab attempt simultaneously. I will now demonstrate. So, what happens when you begin to attack the opponent and they implement fuzzy guard? This is where Notaku comes in. Notaku is granted when one of your moves gives you +6 frames of advantage on your opponent. This can be done by either hitting them or by blocking one of their attacks. I'll be using Akira and Jackie as examples in this video, but you can apply it to your own gameplay. I'm going to demonstrate what a Notaku setup looks like if I think the opponent is going to mash on me. For the first recording setting, I have Jackie doing 6P, punch, then an attack. I'm going to be blocking his first 6P, then counter-hitting him before his punch comes out. Since I know he's going to mash, I'm going to fish for a counter-hit launcher and get a full combo. It should look something like this. In the second setting, I have Jackie set to either guard or evade after he gets put in a Notaku situation. In this example, I'll once again be blocking his 6P, then counter-hitting him before his punch comes out and buffering a grab. It should look something like this. Try and make your inputs as quickly as possible by using the buffer system, which will be getting its own video in the future. Keep in mind that if the opponent hard reads your grab, they can do what's known as a bare, which means strike from disadvantage, and you'll be eating a hefty punish. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, as I want to learn Virtua Fighter and teach others how to play it since I think it's an amazing game. Thank you so much.